Yeah, we can hear you.
Great, thank you. Scott Boland, debut today for Australia, only the second Indigenous player to do so. Obviously took a wicket during the day as well. So if you have a question for Scott, let me know. Raise your hands if that's possible. We'll start off with Mel Farrell.
Thanks, Cole. Congratulations, Scott. As Cole mentioned, you've joined a pretty small group of players of Indigenous descent to play tests for Australia. Just wondering if you can share to us what that means to you, how significant it is to you, and even perhaps what you hope that might do for Indigenous cricket or players out there of Indigenous descent.
Yeah, obviously pretty proud, and obviously my family's very proud as well, and it means a lot to join a pretty small club, and hopefully it's just the start of something big for the Indigenous community in cricket. I just hope I can be a role model for young Indigenous kids to want to play cricket. I think the Indigenous community in AFL and rugby are so big. Hopefully one day the Aboriginals in cricket can be just as big.
And just wondering if you can take us through your first wicket, what you were thinking at the time. You had to wait a little bit for the decision, but just, if you can take us through that wicket and the emotions of it all.
Yeah, obviously I was, I'm really excited when the finger went up. And the only thing I was sort of doubting was if it was maybe bouncing over, but the guys behind the wicket were certain it was hitting the stumps. I was pretty confident I was very confident, definitely hit pad first. So happy. All my teammates really got around me, which made it really special. When I went down to the boundary, the crowd was going nuts. So really good.
Thanks.
Ben Horn.
Okay, Scott, congratulations. I was just wondering, you were added to the squad on Monday. Was it always the plan for you to come, or was it a bit of a late surprise that you were even called up? And at what point did you find out you were playing?
So I've sort of had really good chats with George Bailey. The communication's been excellent from him. So probably from after had chats before the start of the season, and then also after the first couple of Shield games, he was in contact just to obviously say well done, and then if I was ever going to be a chance to be in the squad, it was probably going to be around the MCG, SCG test, with the wickets being a bit lower. The communication from him has been excellent. I found out, so I played a big bash game about 10 or 11 days ago, and a couple of nights later I found out that I was needed in Adelaide after the COVID scare, and so I found that out pretty late at night. I had to fly out the next morning, and on the flight still wasn't sure if I was going to be needed to play there or not. But obviously it sort of played out as it was, and then he told me on day 5 of the Adelaide test that I was going to be added to the squad for cover for a couple of guys who were a bit sore.
Alex Malcolm.
Congratulations, Scott. You've played in a 5-man attack at Victoria with a lot of success. What's it like as a bowler in that attack and being able to sustain pressure on the opposition, knowing that you've got a lot of support around you?
Yeah, I think that's the main reason we like to go with 5 bowlers in Victoria. We know that as a bowling group, we're not going to give up any sort of soft overs to give the opposition a sniff, and you need to take 20 wickets to win the game. So that's sort of our motive there.
But just bowling in this attack with Green and the quality of the spells that you guys were able to put together today, what was that like?
Yeah, even sort of obviously I was very nervous the first session, and then so I was able to calm down a bit after that. But knowing that you got the captain that's the best bowler in the world, and he sort of led the way for the first session, and then Starkey got a couple of crucial breakthroughs with Root and Bairstow and the like, and then you got the best off spinner ever. So it's pretty it's a great attack to be a part of, and hopefully we can take the 20 wickets.
Scott Bailey.
You got it, Scott. Congratulations. Mate, just wondering, I guess, in regards to Indigenous numbers and whatnot, why do you think there's been, I guess, not the same success as far as Australian Indigenous Test cricketers as opposed to, like you mentioned, the rugby codes and the AFL?
I'm not sure. So no idea actually.
That's fair enough. I mean, I guess it's like, I guess you probably haven't thought about a lot previously. I imagine that you'd hope, like you say, there's a bit of a change there.
Yeah, hopefully. I think even in the Big Bash now, there's more Indigenous cricketers. We got Dan Christian and Darcy Short, Brendan Doggett in the male side, and then the females they're probably coming along a lot quicker than the male cricketers. But yeah, hopefully that the more cricket at a high level and the more exposure that we can give Indigenous cricket, I think hopefully the numbers will grow.
And if I could just go one more, so I guess how much was spoken about making sure you guys do hit a real full length in that first session, especially with the pitch doing a bit after Pat wins the toss and bowls?
Yeah, we try to keep it really full in the first session. We try to keep the stumps in play as much as possible. I think their batters were pretty conscious of wanting to leave the ball. So we just try to keep attacking them as much as we could, and we're sort of judging ourselves on how much that we could make them play.
Mark Gottlieb.
I know you mentioned already what the feeling was like for that first wicket of yours, but can you just talk about the whole day in general? I mean, receiving your baggy green on Boxing Day and then a couple of catches in the outfield where you said the fans were absolutely giving you a great applause.
Yeah, it's obviously a really special moment this morning, getting my baggy green off Josh Hazelwood. He's probably, even though I'm older than him, he's probably someone as a bowler I look up to. And even over the quarantine we had a few weeks ago, I was sort of picking his brain and Cummins' brain at training as much as I could. So to get the cap off him was really nice, and to have my family out there with me. It was really special. And then, I was obviously really nervous before my first ball, and had Nathan Lyon tell me I only got one chance to join his club of getting a wicket on the first ball, but it wasn't to be today. And then, with the catches, I was obviously quite nervous. I didn't really pick up the first one too well, but I was really happy to take him. And then heading down the boundary, those stands are really going nuts. So it was a great atmosphere.
Last one here, folks. Louis Cameron.
Hey, Scotty. Congratulations, mate. Do you still? I saw you had a bowl at lunchtime. Do you still always do that in the breaks?
Yeah. Something I've done for a long time now. I just want to keep my body moving, and sometimes you can go if I don't bowl before the overs before lunch, I can go like over an hour without doing too much. So that's something I always like to do at any level of cricket I'm playing.
And I know that this would have been driving you, and getting to this level, would have been driving you for the last few years of Shield cricket. But when you did you kind of think that it might not come? I suppose is what I'm asking.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I probably felt 2 or 3 years ago I was sort of I wasn't bowling as well as I know I could, and I think it was just from the constant cricket that I was sort of getting really tired, and I sort of had to really sort of plan my off season to really stay away from cricket and just try and refresh my mind and my body. And then now, as I'm getting older, I realise what I need to do to really get up for the season. I like having really big pre-seasons and trying to get really fit and strong in the gym. And because I know when I'm bowling well, I'm feeling really strong. And towards the back end of the years, when I'm getting tired, I can feel the gym stuff sort of wearing off a bit.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Louis, and thanks to Scott Boland for joining us this evening. We'll catch up with all you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.